we've got Jaden here, and he's going to show us how to do scientific notation. We're looking at page 112 in our book, doing problem number 16. So what's the first rule, Jaden?
You have to find out what your decimal point is and how you got all these zeros behind it.
Okay, so rewrite it and show us where the decimal point goes.
Decimal point, and go right here.
After the first digit, always goes after the first non-zero digit. What's the second rule?
Times 10.
Times 10.
You gotta find out how many zeros or how many spaces you have to move from your decimal point to your final zero.
Okay, so how many times did it move?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so that's your exponent.
So you write 10, and then here, your exponent, you write 10.
Okay, so the three rules are decimal point after the first non-zero digit, times 10 is your second rule, and your third is to count how many places it had to move the decimal to get there, and that was a 10. Thank you, Jaden. Okay, Matt's going to show us number 17 on page 112 and put that number into scientific notation. So Matt, what's the first rule?
If the number is smaller than 1, you have to move the decimal to the right behind the first non-zero digit.
Okay, so he's moving the decimal to the first non-zero digit. The decimal point comes after the 8. If there is nothing after the 8, do we need to show the decimal point?
No.
No. Second rule is times 10, and the last rule?
Is you have to count how many spaces you move the decimal. And that's an 8, and it went to the right because
Okay, it went to the right because,
it's smaller than 1.
there you go. So it makes it a negative exponent. Okay, and to review, Stephen's going to remind us of the 3 simple rules for scientific notation.
Number 1, the decimal has to be after the first non-zero digit. Number 2, it has to be times 10. And number 3, you have to have the integer exponent.
Good job.